Hi, Nick Dogle, North State Law, where we safeguard your professional license so you can get back to business. Today's topic is going to be the 3 substance abuse programs offered by the North Carolina Board of Nursing. Now, these programs are for licensed nurses within the state of North Carolina that have a substance abuse issue that has hindered their ability to practice nursing effectively within the state. 2 out of the 3 programs are private. The third program is a public one and would be open to being seen by future employers, current employers, things of that nature via a published order. The first 2 programs that are private are the intervention program and the alternative program. Intervention program is typically for those that have received a DWI. That is something that the board is going to be notified of almost automatically. A lot of these boards throughout the U.S., especially North Carolina, they get notifications when licensees have a criminal arrest. Also, if an arrest turns into a conviction. Board of Nursing is no exception. They'll get notification that there's an arrest for a DWI. So it's usually advisable to reach out to them first. And let them know what's going on. Obviously, your first priority is for treatment and do anything necessary to help your criminal defense attorney out, but also to make sure that you're getting any sort of treatment necessary to deal with any sort of alcoholism. Now, going back to the intervention program, we talked about the DWIs is most prevalent to get into that program. There are a couple other options or other reasons to get in there as well. I'm not going to get into today. Now, the program itself is not going to be super intensive. It's still going to be a program. It's still going to be involved. The licensee is still going to have certain things that they're going to have to do to show the board that they're taking this seriously and that they're getting treatment necessary. First thing that they're going to need is an assessment, and it's probably going to be something better, no disrespect, but better than an assessment done for the DWI itself. There's a list that the board will provide the licensee, and from those on that list, those are the ones that will be able to do the assessment that the board will take. Okay. Now, the intervention program, there's not a whole lot of information out there about it. I looked on the board's site, talked to those that have worked or that work with the Board of Nursing, and there's just not a lot of information. Now, from their perspective, the one thing that they have said is that you've been diagnosed with alcohol abuse disorder, that you're automatically not eligible for the program. I didn't see anything like that in administrative code or general statute. That seems to be their position, though. Next program that we have that is also still private is the alternative program. Now, this program is more intensive than the intervention program. It's going to be those that have some sort of bad drug problem or have been diagnosed with alcohol dependency disorder, something along those lines. The thing with this program is an assessment needs to be done. Obviously, that's step 1 for any of these programs. Outpatient, usually 12 months. AA, at least once a week, sometimes more. Have a sponsor, kind of things like that. And also with the alternative program, when you assuming you enter into a consent order, there's going to be a laundry list of things that you're not allowed to do. Okay. And if you do one of them, then you need to report it to the coordinator. Now, this is fine. I mean, it's oversight. You're trying to get healthy. You're trying to get sober, trying to maintain that. So completely understand where the board's coming from. But there's going to be a number of things on there that you'll see. No ingesting poppy seeds, which is common in bagels and things of that nature. No mouthwash, obviously had alcohol in it. No NyQuil or similar over-the-counter medication that might have alcohol or have some sort of mood-altering side effects. If a licensee that's in this alternative program and that has those restrictions on them does something like that, they have to contact the coordinator that's been assigned to them through the board. There's a number of other things with the alternative program that are required or typically are required. Sometimes you can get a modified alternative program, sometimes not. Kind of depends on the circumstances that led to you being in the program in the first place and the assessment and things of that nature. Last program is the public one, and that's the Chemical Dependency Discipline Program. And this is for those that have had issues in the past and or have done something super egregious that has endangered the public. Look, listen, the board does a great job. They're not in a position to, smear people and make their lives, a lot worse. Their job is to make sure that the public's not endangered. Okay, end of story. So if they feel like somebody is not a fit for one of the other private programs, they're going to heavily recommend the Chemical Dependency Discipline Program. It is public. What public means is it goes into nurses, NURSYS, and it's a published order in there. And those that can see that are typically employers. I guess a member of the public could get in there if they had certain information, but usually it's something that'd be public, typically to just employers, but it is going to be out there. So if you have an issue and you need some help, I've got a lot of resources available for folks that do a lot of treatment throughout the state of North Carolina. I'd be happy to pass that information along. Give me a call, 919-521-8810. You can also reach me via my website, northstatelawfirm.com, also on social media. So thank you so much for taking care of North Carolina. We do really appreciate it. Bye-bye.